Hello everybody, this is your boy D again from Redstone Project. This is part 2 of the video, Contractors versus Clients. This one is going to be 5 things that clients do wrong to contractors. Doing this for, let's say, over 30 years. I don't have an exact number, but it's definitely over 30 years. I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. I'm 47 years old right now. Not that, you know, my good looks should tell you my age or anything like that. But, hey, let's get started with this one. So, 5 things that clients do wrong to contractors. And this is for all you clients out there that are looking for a contractor. This is things of what you shouldn't do, but things that has become a habit with a lot of people. Number 1 is actually having a set budget in your mind of what a job should cost and what it would be. Which would also throw in there having a negative vibe about it. So in your mind, you want to do a bathroom, right? And let's skip the bathroom because I use bathrooms as an excuse in the other videos. Let's say you want to do an extension of your home, right? And in your mind, you're thinking that, oh, you know what, extension of my house and $10,000. But you don't know that that's the price, right? But you have this number in your head. Now, in comes the contractor, gives you a quote, and you immediately like, whoa, nah, that's too much money. Like, you trying to rob me? Like, you have a negative demeanor about you when it comes to the meeting for the first time. Now, one thing that you need to understand is that this contractor is taking time out of his schedule to come look at your work, quote you, and give you a number. So there's going to be contractors that are going to charge you to come out to give you that quote. Some contractors do, some contractors don't. But having a negative vibe about it is not the right way to go about it. Telling them something like, I know a guy that would charge cheaper, it will be a great answer and response of them telling you, well, I know somebody that will pay more. You would not like that. Integrating your negativity on the first meet is definitely a sign to the contractor that you're going to be aggressive and you might be an asshole through the entire process. So you don't want to do that, especially if you have important work that you want to get done in your house. So, you know, be positive. I'm not saying be perky, like, hey, how you doing there? I'm not saying to be like that. I'm just saying don't have a negative vibe. Don't be a jerk off the bat. You know, welcome them the same way you will welcome a friend into your house, because eventually you're going to develop a relationship with this individual. So don't have a negative vibe about it. The second thing that you do wrong is nickel and dime the contractor. The contractor gives you a quote for your extension. You want a certain kind of wood. Let's say you want mahogany instead of pine, or you want Venetian plaster instead of paint. You want chair rail molding and crown moldings instead of just regular walls. The contractor gives you a price and you want a nickel and dime them about that. But, oh, that's too much money. He is not expensive. He is just not on your budget. And that's where you have to be a little bit more open-minded about the things. Particularly now with the prices of materials. Everything is just ridiculous right now. A piece of plywood that would have cost me before $27 is almost 80 bucks right now. It's freaking insane. But you nickel and dime them. Let's say throwing a number out there for an extension of $75,000, which is on the low end when it comes to the kind of work that you want to do, particularly for an extension with the materials included. Let's say it's $75,000, and on $75,000, it includes your mahogany floors. It includes 6-inch floor molding. It includes your pocket doors, velo doors, glass doors, Venetian plaster, chair rail, crown molding, recessed lighting, a brand new big ass ceiling fan with some air conditioning, right? That's all including $75,000. Oh, I can't do it. I could give you $55,000. So now you're starting to negotiate, and the contractor agrees to the lower end, to the lower price, knowing that, okay, I'm gonna get this job. I'm gonna do it for a lot less, but you're not gonna get all the kind of stuff that you wanted. You have to understand, some people come out nickel and diming it. Oh, it's too much. I don't want to pay that much money. I want to pay this little bit of money. But you still want the same amount of work done with the same quality of materials. That's one of the things that clients do wrong. They don't see that, you know, things cost money, and people's time, skill set, tools, and everything costs money as well. Nickel and diming, saying, that's too much, I don't want to do this, it's too much, I'll find somebody. Or the biggest insult you could give me, and I have to say that with emphasis, it's telling me something that when I give you a quote, oh, I could get a Mexican at Home Depot to do it for less. Why did you call me? You called a contractor. You didn't call a Mexican from Home Depot to type of work. The contractor's going to pull up with a vehicle. The contractor got permits, licenses, insurance. He has a team that he has to work with. He has tools that he has to carry back and forth, and his professionalism. You mean to tell me that that was going to be $200? Don't insult me or anybody else like that. That's the second thing that you got to do. You have to be mindful that things are a lot more money than what they were. You're going to have to spend money. Things are going to come up. You're going to spend extra. And the $75,000 may actually go up a lot more than what that is because of that. So if you want to be the type to buy the materials, knock yourself out. You're going to have a hard time with it. This is why the contractor gives you a quote. Let him do his job because he knows where things are at in these stores. If he's like myself in that store every day and everybody knows him by name, everybody knows him by name by the Home Depot where I live at and the Lowe's. So I don't want to get into that. But yeah, let the contractor do his job. Pay the man what he's worth. Get references, get pictures, make sure everything is on paper, everything is written down, and you guys could go about your business when it comes to that. The third thing clients do to contractors, you ask for shit for free. You want shit done for free. Can you do me a favor? Can you hang this towel rack for me on this wall, please? Oh, can you, my doorknob in my kitchen is not working. You think you might be able to adjust that for me? Oh, I have this loose tile on the floor. I see that you're doing the work. You think you might be able to fix that for me and throw it in there? We're not going to tell you no. We're not going to tell you no. Why we're not going to tell you no? Because we're doing there, and why not do me? I do things for people out of the kindness of my heart, depending on how they treated me on the first meeting and how they have been treating me throughout the work itself. That is my personal choice. You want me to hang a door for you? I'll throw a door in there for you. It's going to be free. Prices to hang a door, hollow, solid doors, is going to run you anywhere between $300 to $2,000, depending on the door. So that's something to always keep in mind. You know, it's not, oh, but it's just this and it's just that. If it was just this and just that, you could have done it. You don't have the skills. You don't know how to do it. You have to pay a professional to do it, and they're going to do it in a professional manner. Using the word professional, let's keep it professional. You ask for them to put up a medicine cabinet, but you didn't like the medicine cabinet. Now you wanted them to take it down. They take it down, now there's holes on the wall. Guess what that contractor got to do? Got to fill those holes, sand them, prime and paint them. That was time that was taken away from the project that had to be done. But then there's little things like that that get added up. And then when the contractor finally tells you, listen, why don't you put these things together on a list, whatever extra that you want done, and I could quote you properly, you go and you get upset. One thing is being grateful, another one is being an opportunist. Don't take the contractor being there as an opportunity for them to like bring up your house to speed on everything that you have done, because those things cost money. We don't do this as a hobby. We do this because, one, we didn't want nobody breathing down our necks checking out the time that we clocked in and we clocked out. Two, we do this for our families. This is how we get paid. And if $75,000 is all I made in that 1 year, which is not going to be this full 75, we'll probably make about maybe $15,000, $20,000 out of that after materials and paying employees. If I made $15,000 to $20,000 in 1 year's time, that's like nothing. Especially living here in New York City, you're not really making that kind of money that can't even get you a freaking room out here, let alone pay for a vehicle and everything that you have to do. So you have to understand that what we do is not a hobby. This is a business. We do this as our way to be able to provide for our families. This is our jobs. You wouldn't want to go to your job and start doing kind of work over there. Let's say they pay you like $35 an hour, and at the end of the day, you're going to come out clocking dough, and they're coming to tell you the next day, you look at your check, you're missing 2 days. Oh, why am I missing 2 days? Oh, well, we weren't happy with the way you were doing things on Monday and on Wednesday. But you worked those hours, right? You deserve those hours because you was there busting your ass, right? All of a sudden, now you're not getting those hours. Now you're going to be late on certain things. It's the same when it comes to us. No free stuff. Make a list of anything that you want done, whether it's window blinds, a toilet paper dispenser, doorknob, whatever the case may be. Make a list of things that you want done and bring it to the contractor. Listen, I know we didn't speak about this when you gave me the initial quote. This is things that I want done around the house. Do you think you have time to do it, and can you give me a quote for it? I'm gonna tell you right now, 70% of the time, that contractor will take that paper and say, don't worry about it, I'll take care of this. I know, because I'm that contractor. It is up to you now at the end of the job to throw me a bone when it came to whatever I did for you for free. And we do a lot of stuff. We'll go from doing things like that to moving a vehicle to possibly taking care of your child if it's outside. Nobody said, no, listen, the baby, this and that. Bring the kid in, bring the dog in. We do a lot. We're family-oriented individuals. Moving on. Number 4. The fourth thing that clients do wrong to contractors, they have a contractor friend. You have that friend that knows so much about construction and knows so much about this business just because they own a house, but they work for the NT-fucking-A. What do they know about this kind of work? What do they know about electrical, plumbing, or anything of that sort when it comes to renovations? The worst thing you could do is like, oh, well, my friend said that you should do this like this. And I had a friend that knows how to do this. And he's been in business doing this and that and that. And they said that you're using this wrong and you're doing that wrong. No, because you should have hired your friend to do this kind of work. Don't do that to us. There's nothing more annoying than having that be in our ear about somebody that says they know what they're doing. Especially MTA employees, which they use the word violation left and right. And boy, do they use that word. Now, this is no disrespect to the MTA employees. I know a lot of you, and I don't want you to be like, oh, you know what, F you, man. You talk about, Okay, police department, fire department, nursing, realtors, lawyers. They all do the same shit. They always know somebody that supposedly was an old contractor and knows about this kind of work, and they're saying that this is how to. No, you hired a contractor. You got the reference. The work speaks for themselves. The craftsmanship is on point. This individual knows what they're doing. Let them do what it is. If you change your mind about something, that's a different story. Oh, listen, I don't think I want to put that here. I want to put it over there. That's a different story. But understand, you may get charged for that as well. HGTV. This is part of that number 4 of things people do wrong to contractors. If you are the individual that sits at home and you watch HGTV, and I can't express this any more than I am right now, you are not an architect. You're not a home designer. You're not a contractor. You're not a plumber. You're not an electrician. You're just an individual that's sitting on your ass watching a TV show about these things being done. We have an influx of HGTV enthusiasts that swear that after watching this show, they became designers. You're not. Let the contractor do. You're contradicting the contractor on the work that he's doing and how he's doing it because you saw something on entertainment. That show is purely for entertainment. It could give you ideas on what you may want. It could be beautiful pictures of how some of the work is done, but it is not the way things are done. They're not showing you the headaches that we go through. They're not showing you the types of materials that we have to buy, where we got to go, if something is missing, if something is not there, if something gets broken, if something gets too dry too quick. They're not showing you any of that. This is something that you have to take into consideration. Forget the friend. Forget HGTV. Forget those magazines that you're looking at. The magazines are good for you to give you pictures, to give you a mental image of what you want done. We're going to make that happen. So please, don't second guess what we do because you watch HGTV or you have a friend that's a contractor. That's the wrong thing to do. The 5 most important thing that has given us a very bad reputation is when it comes to the kind of work, when it comes to the final payment of the work, right? You're happy with everything else. Everything is satisfied. All the doors are hung on right. Your floor looks perfect. Your crown molding is beautiful. Everything is great. Everything is great. But comes the time to make that final payment. You go and you start looking for little bullshit. And I have to, excuse me that word, but I have to use the word bullshit because that's what it is. You're like, oh, look, you have a little rock on the wall. That's got to be fixed. If not, I'm not going to pay you. Okay, knock the rock out, sand it, paint the wall again. Oh, but this over here does not look right. And it has nothing to do with the extension that we just did. And this is common. This happens a lot. A lot of people come in and they start looking for other stuff that they want the contractor to do because they don't want, one, they have the contractor that, well, while he's here, I might as well get him to do this, that, and a third. And you come and you put a stranglehold on the contractor. You put it in a situation where he has no choice but to do that little extra shit to get paid. You do not know what we go through when it comes to this stuff. It is incredible. The shit that people come up with, like, it's just insane. I had a lady not want to pay me the balance that she owed me because she had a loose toilet on the first floor and the toilet had to be adjusted. Turns out the toilet had a crack. It was leaking. It didn't need to be adjusted, it needed to be replaced. So she had already purchased the toilet and had it on the first floor. And every day I would walk up down the stairs, up and down the stairs. I wouldn't ask a question, but I already knew it's coming because this was a week before the final payment. And then she told me, oh, you know, I want to pay you, but I wanted to know if you could install this toilet. I told her, you know, I could install the toilet, but I have to charge you. She lost her fucking mind. Oh, you're going to charge me for a toilet? That doesn't cost a lot to do. No, yes, it costs a lot to do because I have to take your old toilet out. I have to now make sure that your lines, that little shut-off valve that turns the water on and off that you haven't touched in a long time, doesn't leak, and it will. I got to make sure that that's good for when I come and I take the other toilet out of the box and put the toilet together, put all the housings and all the clips together to set it down in place to be able to make sure that it works and everything is fine. That was time taken away. That's labor extensive. That's something I should get paid for. You shouldn't hold me hostage for something that had nothing to do with what we originally spoke about. Clients do that shit a lot. Y'all need to cut that out. You get mad because, oh, but why is it so much more? You're asking, you're charging me extra money. You're charging me this and that and the third, and you're making it seem like I don't want to pay you, but you're not paying me. And then you don't want to pay the extras that you asked for. You don't want to do this. And then here comes the question. Oh, I need to see your receipts. I need to see where my money went. We don't have to show you shit. Understand that. This is why you got the quote. The quote that you got included the materials, it included the labor, it included removal of garbage, it included our time, tools, and skill set. So you asking for receipts is not going to do really nothing. We don't have to give you the receipts. But if you ask me, here's the receipts. And you're going to see how much things cost. Doesn't change the fact that you owe me money for all the extra work that had to be done, plus the work that was still finished and the balance that's left over. You know, the whole not paying me on time when I needed to get paid because you felt you had to do something or you had an appointment. This is something that was agreed upon. If you can't stick to what was agreed on and what's on the contract, you shouldn't do this kind of work. You shouldn't hire a contractor to do this kind of work. Asking for receipts, that's another one. Don't do that. And then the last one when it comes to that number 5 thing is changing your mind about certain things. It's already done. Oh, you know, I know, you know, we agreed on the shower stall, but I think that is too expensive, and I think maybe I want to do a bathtub. Guess what? Your shower stall is already built. Tearing that down to install a bathtub is going to cost what? More money. So changing your mind about something. See, this is not like a barber shop where they go and mess up your haircut and you don't have to pay. A lot of people are under the conception that, oh, if I don't like the color, if I don't like the stuff that's in it, I don't have to pay. No, because as a contractor, this is everything that you agreed on. The colors you chose, the appliances you chose, the utility systems you chose, all the decorations you chose. We provided the service and made your dream come true. If you don't pay me, you will get hit with what is called a mechanical lien. And if you clients that are watching this right now, and I was a bit hard on some of the things, but I have to be, because maybe this is not you, but this will be somebody else. A mechanical lien is something that a contractor puts on your home to be able to get his money back, which means that when it comes time to you settling some of your mortgage payments, or you wanting to sell a house and get rid of it, you can't do any of that until you pay that contractor. And here's the kicker. If this contractor doesn't have a license or insurance to do this kind of work, but he can prove he was doing work in your house via the receipts that he has and his employees, you're going to have to pay him. So if you owe the man $10,000 clean, dig this. You not only got to pay him the $10,000, but now you're going to have to pay an additional 15 to 20% of interest for making him wait on top of that. Add the fact that his time in court, you're going to get charged for that. His lawyer, you're going to get charged for that. The court fees, you're going to get charged for that. The gas and tolls that he used that day to get to that court, you're going to get charged for that. And on top of that, you're going to get hit with an inconvenience fee. And there's no estimating that. So whatever lawyer this guy decides to get, you're going to wind up paying three times more than what the original balance is, because you felt you didn't want to pay for it because you didn't like something that you chose. We don't do this. You know, we don't come in and you tell me, I want to paint my walls purple. Paint your walls purple. I don't like it. Change it. I want to paint them blue. You have to pay me to change that. You have to. Do not have a negative vibe, number one. Don't nickel and dime and expect the same work. Don't ask for anything free. Make a list of the things that you want done extra. Forget about your contractor friends and HGTV. That's not going to help you out. And number 5, make sure you pay on time and you settle all your debts when it comes to the contractor. Trust me, your relationship with them will be a lot better. You'll have a fruitful and hopefully, God willing, long-lasting relationship. And you're going to have a beautiful extension, kitchen, bathroom, whatever the case may be. Again, this is D Alvarado. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys on the next one.